Итак, дамы и господа, добрый вечер. Приветствую на своем канале. Вот, проходим Сталкер, продолжаем. Ой, Сталкер, говорю, блядь, Старфилд. Оговорка по Фрейду. Сорянба. Так, где мы тут остановились? Остановились мы на штурме. На штурме этого самого банка. Вот.
If we're planning on staying a while, we could grab a room at the Stone Root Inn.
Thank you so much.
И что? Сколько тут народу-то было в банке-то этом?
Now I have two heroes, Solomon Coe and you.
We owe you everything. Don't leave any of that behind.
I hope the Marshal gives you a big reward. That was incredibly brave of you.
Security around here is a joke.
Nice work. I heard the fight. The hostages, are they safe? Is that so? Shame it had to come to that. But you got the job done and saved lives. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Anna Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Shimon, baby.
Marco! Are you alright? They didn't hurt you, did they?
It's
Moving
okay.
to Midtown is the best thing
I'm
that's
okay.
happened to us.
I just need a minute.
Well, that was fun.
You ask me? Traveling in Freestar collective space without a reliable sidearm is just asking for trouble. Outlaws, Ashta, those bandits from the Shaw gang. This can be a dangerous place. Best to carry a reliable piece. More than a few, yeah. Unless you're up in the core, life around here ain't easy. Folks can find their way into all kinds of trouble. I've had no end of desperate souls come through that door in search of a way out. I know it ain't technically my fault when someone buys one of my guns and starts shooting up the town, but still don't feel great about it. Hopefully you ain't one of those kind. Okay, but if you start shooting up the town with something I sold you, I'll be more than a little displeased.
Магазин 70, ни хрена себе.
There are two certainties in this universe. Death and eating at a Chunks restaurant. And to be honest, death is almost preferable.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like today? Honestly, you're probably better off not thinking about it.
When's the report due anyway? I don't know.
Few institutions have endured as well or as long as the
What was the name of that guy? The contact for the job.
Again, the
We'll take it
customer
from here.
satisfaction survey of New Atlantis businesses.
The Rock isn't exactly massed, but as seats of government go, it's still quite an impressive structure.
That's it. I'm not going to show up to work for a week. Then my boss will see how much she needs me and give me a raise. Go for it.
Funny how Aquila City reminds me of Neon, with the wealth planted in the middle and the poor at the periphery.
I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
You need to give it more time, Helga.
Guess that means you won't be telling the marshal that I'm approved for field duty.
Not yet. There could still be a setback, and I need to be close at hand if that happens.
Fine, fine. But you should know that I'm crawling the walls in here.
You just take it easy. Shouldn't be long now. Some days it feels like if I stopped stitching people back together, the whole city would be a ghost town in a week. You get in a scrape, best come see me after. Overall, not too bad. People keep me hopping all the time. Mainly it's minor scruffs, bruises, the occasional broken arm. The real work is when someone gets attacked by an Ashta.
Those are the bad times. Stay safe. I mean it.
Just waiting around.
You're probably looking for Mary.
The doctor can provide any supplies you might need.
Медсестра.
Showing interest in the things she's passionate about.
Broad daylight?
Read some slates.
Seems that way.
Ask her some questions.
That's
Meet her halfway,
pretty
you know?
crazy, even by
Yeah,
Shawshank
you're right.
standards.
Guess I've got some homework to do if there's gonna be a second date.
An overabundance
That's
of
the
common
spirit.
sense.
I
Ain't
feel
that the
for the
truth?
folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to the Low House when I'm able. Aquila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective. We got a lot of bars in the city. All class joints. Well, except
Well, hey there.
Yankees.
Hiya. Got into a tussle with a Shaw Gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City, with my ride mostly in one piece. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Got a few broken ribs and a concussion. Turns out one of those ribs punctured a lung. Had a breathing tube in for a spell. Yeah, of course. Everyone knows a thorologic tube is the right approach for that problem. Right now, not much of anything. Doc says I need a rest. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatches and reports and such. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
Don't be causing trouble now.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto.
Что?
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband or stolen property you have on you.
Чего?
Free for 200 years and this...
Какая, блядь, контрабанда? Ну и иди в жопу.
Walked in and tried to rob the place in broad
Oh,
daylight?
come on, Alex.
Seems
That's
that
just
way.
how she is. And besides,
That's
you knew
pretty
that going
crazy,
in.
even by
You
Shawshank
need to find some
standards.
common ground. Showing interest in the things she's passionate about. Read some slates. Ask her some questions. Meet her halfway, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Guess I've got some homework to do if there's gonna be a second date.
That's
The
the spirit.
mayor's all right. Always painting too. You should try Filburn's beer. It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad.
You won't find a better
Ooh, looks
selection
like
of
you've
brews
got
and
some
beverages
finds to
anywhere
clear
in the
up.
Freestar Collective.
Good. I'll take any stolen property or contraband you might be carrying, and we'll be done here.
Это бред. Это бред. Это бред собачий. Он знать не должен знать, что это такое.
Yes? I'd be happy to carry a few
Это
things
дерьмо.
for you.
Это полный бред.
Bye for now.
И прикиньте, блядь, на других планетах наворовал, полетаешь сюда, а те горят, слышь? Плоти. Долбоебизм полный.
Read some slates.
Late one night,
Ask her some
Annie
questions.
Wilcox tried to arrest me.
Looks like you've got some fun.
She'll be a terror.
Any stolen property or contraband.
Все, отдаешь напарнику и нормально. Заебись. Вот это дерьмо, блядь. Беседковский кал.
Good to see you. Well, hey there. Right now, not much of anything. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
Well, to apologize,
Hiya.
more like.
Got into a tussle with a had a limp back. It was a bit of a hard landing. Turns out, one of those had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's
Hope it's not too much of a bother.
yeah. That's it then?
Truth is, she looks up to you.
A lot of famous people visit Aquila.
Keep track of the bad guys.
Robbing back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
Just
I just hope
let
it's
me
not
drink in
teaching her
peace.
to judge people too much.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess.
Sure, it's just a phase.
Well, if you're asking me to toot my own horn, I will oblige. I'm a senior ranger. I coordinate all manner of things, great and small, for our outfit. If you've ever seen the mission board, that's my baby. It's restricted to rangers, though. Just about the hardest way possible. I had, shall we say, a checkered past. Rangers caught me dead to rights and offered a deal. Leniency if I helped take down my, well, criminal associates. So I took the deal. It was real touch and go, but a lot of bad guys went down. No friends of mine. Truth be told, I barely had a choice to work for them. But they were behind bars, and so was I. But I served my sentence. Searched the dark recesses of the soul. I realized the only time I felt genuinely good about myself was working with the Rangers. So after a parole for the very best of behaviors, I nagged the Rangers night and day until they gave me a chance. Haven't looked back since. Adios.
Need something? A year or two back, I shared a drink with Ron Hope. That man can drink.
Sorry, but I've got work.
Heard you
Но я
involved
тебя не
in a
задерживаю.
shootout.
Which one?
Damn, Diego. How do you do it?
Do what? Kill?
The stories about you,
What can I do for
they
you?
ain't all real.
Stories never are. You keep rangering day by day, you'll get there, kid.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right.
You got some business with me? That's so. Well, you found your way to the right person. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do. Sure, but we Rangers work across the whole of Freestar Collective space. It can be, yeah. We tend to get called in when there's a threat too big for local security to handle. So that means we hunt the most dangerous game. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. The number's always changing due to retirements, recruiting, and unfortunately, death in the line of duty. But as far as I know, there's never been more than a dozen Rangers at any one time.
Совсем мало. Прям копейки какие-то.
Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive. Well, in theory, but of course, we also have jurisdiction over any local security. I'll say right up front that if you're looking to get rich, this ain't the line of work for you. But yeah, we do get paid from time to time to help with expenses and such. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers? I prefer a more practical kind of evaluation. I'll give you the details if you want to join up. If you knew half of what I did about the man, you'd show him a lot more respect. Besides, I'm next in line, and I'll be damned if I'm letting you cut ahead of me.
Ну тут же у тебя выбор, получается.
Look, you have to be completely sure about this, so take whatever time you need. Just come and find me if you decide you want to join.
Diego Monroe, at your service. Well, theoretically.
What I've got's better than any swill they'll serve you in the United Colonies, I promise you that. You thirsty? Got all sorts of booze. And other stuff, if you don't like the hard stuff. Ah, it's not mine. I just work here. Yeah, I guess technically the city owns it, but it's really the Freestar Rangers' place more than anyone else's. But yeah, I'm happy to work here. The pay's decent, but it's also the safest job I've ever had. I know the place looks huge, but we don't actually have rooms for rent. The upper floors of the Rock are all occupied by the Freestar Rangers. The place you're looking for is the Stone Root Inn. That's in Midtown. Have a look.
Понятно.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock. It's really an honor to be able to help out.
I specialize in cryptography. A lot of smugglers use coded slates, so it comes in handy.
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels or the cantina.
Ох, блин.
Just making my way.
Нифига, место здоровое какое. Вау. Снаружи выглядит гораздо меньше.
These rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Рейнджеры Колорадо, надеюсь. Нам нужна помощь и очень скоро. А у них тут уютно. Прикольно.
I'm proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
Опа-на. Постоянная перезарядка, излечение оружия Лоредо на 5% быстрее. Журнальчик. Отлично.
You've got guts, no doubt about that.
Маршал Дэниел. Ни хрена себе. Всегда удивляли люди такие, которые говорят, типа, я живу ради работы. Пиздец. Ну, не знаю. Как-то это... Кроме работы, ну, типа, надо еще чем-то заниматься. Опа-на. И что это? Это просто балкончик такой? Ну да, но мы можем спрыгнуть. Легчайшим. Депутат. Депутат это неправильно переведено. Депьюти. Депьюти. Это с английского помощник, ну, маршала, шерифа, короче. Вот. Младший сотрудник. А тут депутат. Депутат. Овал. Привет. Криминальным элементом неона. Я вот вчера был криминальным авторитетом неона, а сегодня я, может быть, маршал этого фристара. Так что не надо тут.
So lot 37.
The building there needs work, but it could make for a very good home.
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
This isn't the UC. As long as you are courteous to the neighbors, do what you like.
We're still waiting on the loan from Galbank.
I must warn you, ma'am, that folk in Aquila are very particular about doing business with the UC.
When they see our prices, I'm sure they'll come around.
As you say, I love my job. So many memories of happy homeowners building new lives.
People may say, buy local, but the bottom line always wins.
Как дела сегодня у тебя?
Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate, and you have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Aquila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further. No, certainly not. But you have the air of someone with means. And these properties are a real bargain, I assure you. In the heart of the Freestar Collective, who wouldn't? I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them?
Так.
It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious. Oh my, so much space.
Сколько?
Is a veritable bargain.
Сколько? 78 тысяч кредитов.
I can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the buyer who can afford it. But you do take care.
Ну, а еще что?
If you are ever looking to buy property, remember me, Mr. Tate. It's an unfurnished 1-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested?
45 тысяч кредитов.
A shame. Well, if you change your mind, just let me know.
Так, я пойду сейчас налью водички. Забыл перед стримом воды налить. чтобы не высушиться окончательно. Так, что ж, поехали исследовать дальше.
Nice job.
Solomon Cole really all that? Don't make it seem like he built the whole damn Freestar Collective by himself.
I'm sure some of the tales grew in the telling,
You
but no
looking
one
for a
denies he
bounty?
found Cheyenne.
Trackers Alliance
And
can
set
help.
up his camp not far from here. Aquila City was his baby.
I don't buy it though. The United Colonies wouldn't let some ragtag settler stake a system like this without a fight.
It was a different time. Everything was new, everyone fleeing Earth as quick as you can. If he tried it today, I'm sure the UC would have shut him down.
And there is no way he wore that getup.
If you've got what it takes, Trackers Alliance is always offering work. You must fancy yourself a bounty hunter if you're coming to speak with me. If you think you can hack taking down wanted criminals for pay, the Trackers Alliance posted the mission boards like the one you'll find at the hitching post. We're a collection of bounty hunters. We track down wanted criminals and the like. Various organizations and individuals pay us to manage these jobs, and we pay members and freelancers who collect the bounties. I haven't been in the game for a while. These days I'm more on the admin side of things, finding new recruits, dealing with freelancers, etc. But the wildest bounty I had was for a guy who smuggled several tons of Aurora off of Neon. I was hired by Benjamin Bayou himself. Simple, or so I thought. Tracked the mark across the settled systems only to find out it was a diversion, and the guy was actually still on Volite Alpha. Built himself a little floating base using scrap crafts out in the deep waters. Swam out a ways to reach him without alerting him to my presence. When I found the guy, he was so blitzed on his own supply that he went willingly. Thought I was an angel, leading him to the promised land, instead of directly to the local authorities. You have trouble finding the mission board, and yet you think you can track down a bounty. Whatever. Mission boards are where organizations like the Trackers Alliance post jobs, such as bounties for wanted criminals. Any freelancer can take them on if they want. You'll usually find them not too far from spaceports, at bars or other places where people tend to congregate. Don't wind up on the wrong side of the Trackers Alliance.
Shaw Gang's gone too far this time.
Okay, let's all just take a breath here. We all want to protect people from the Ashta. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it.
With due respect, I have repeatedly explained that I do not need permission. I came to you in the spirit of cooperation, but if this is the reaction...
20 years, we've done this my way, and it has always worked. Always! Why are you trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Mr. Wilson, we can deal with the Ashta better, safer. We didn't turn down fire or space flight because we'd managed just fine until that point.
I will not be talked down to like this.
Okay. Miss Alpin, please don't take any further action until we've had some time to think this over. All right?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
Что за Ашта вообще?
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
А, это эти, как их называют, какие-то хищники местные. Понял.
People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do. Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it. Girl comes in here with her big ideas about how we defend our city. No respect for the way we've done things for years. No worries about the possible consequences. And expect us to thank her for making our lives more difficult. I tell you, I've never seen entitlement like that. Well then, you got about as much sense as she does. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the Ashta kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well. I don't know, some technical mumbo-jumbo about sensors and behavior predictions. That's not the point. She expects us to just change up how things work, and I can't abide by it. We've gotten along just fine until now. That's a big if, and I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
Ну, давай.
Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you? No, you misunderstand, I think. I placed the order last week. I'm just waiting for it to actually show up. So, did you need something, or...? No. That's not really accurate. It is, however, slightly less openly hostile a reaction than I've gotten around here, so I'll take it. I'm not sure what you've heard, or, quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job, or open the city gates to allow Ashta to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus in Aquila City. I hope that clears things up.
That was quite comprehensive. I'm not sure what to say.
Okay, well, I must need to work on my delivery because I keep having this problem. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me? Yeah, I need them to start gathering data. Pretty simple. I could do it myself, but at this point, I think Davis may be having someone tail me. He's that flustered. That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
Vigilance is what keeps Aquila City safe.
People have no idea what we do to keep them safe. If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an ashta buffet.
Мне вот интересно, что это за ашта такая увидеть. Хочется, что это за твари такие. Ну-ка. Ну, слушайте, да, тут довольно приличные стены. Ашта. Так, ладно. Изеркиль. О, ля какое. Ля. Ля, Изеркиль. Ну давай.
You must be a tourist. Aquila locals know better than to interrupt a man when he's drinking alone.
Found a tooth.
What?
Someone got stabbed last night. Nobody got hit in the face.
Huh. Maybe someone just lost.
Take it easy. I meant no offense. I'm not the best with people.
О, это прям я.
But since we're already talking, I guess I ought to introduce myself. The name's Ezekiel. Some folks around town call me Easy. Is there something I can do for you?
Ну-ка, что у него тут? А, его нанять можно. Ну-ка. Уборка мусора. Рассеивание энергии оружия. Щитовые системы. Щитовые системы. Ну, щитовые системы это круто.
That's right there in my name. Ezekiel. People called me that when I was a kid, and that stuck. A job offer? Huh. I haven't been on a starship in years. Well, maybe it's time to change that. But let me ask you something first. What are you looking for out there? You know, what keeps you traveling? I'm not keen on working for a stranger, especially on a starship. I need to know what makes you tick before we work together. You're one of those, huh? Seems like a common story. I've met plenty like you at the spaceport over the years. Well, for better or worse, you're clearly a person of conviction. If you're serious about your offer, I'll join you. Nope. Not asking for a salary. Save your credits for someone who really needs them.
А тебе что, деньги не нужны, что ли? Супер странно. Хотя мне до этого какая-то тяночка говорила, что она тоже не интересна, ну, как бы ее деньги не интересуют, а потом заломила 16 тысяч, короче, за свои услуги. Так.
If it is, I'll keep it to myself. I know what I'm getting into. Fixing things is my strong suit. I've been working as a handyman around Aquila City for years. I'm also a self-taught expert on Starship shield systems. I guarantee your ship will be in safe hands with me. I'm a hard worker. You can count on that. I can start as soon as you need me to.
Назначить экипаж. На приземлившийся корабль может быть назначен экипаж из любого места. В настоящее время для Изеркиля нет доступных назначений. Значит, не назначено. Астродинамика, лазеры, лидерство. На лазерном оружии обладает. Ботаника. Блин, почему я не могу, как бы дать ей оружие, которое ей подходит, и чтобы прям вот назначить ей эту пушку? Почему я так не могу сделать? Я что-то не нашел такой опции, кнопки, или, я не знаю, интерфейса такого, чтобы, дать ей броню, которую я хочу, там, оружие, которое я хочу, и так далее. Это супер странно. В других играх беседки было такое, а тут нет. Это плохо. Уборка мусора, рассеивание, счетовые системы. Ну что мне назначить, Нет доступных назначений. Это супер странно. Вот, корабль. Короче, смотрите. Сколько у тебя мест, столько ты можешь нанять сотрудников туда. Аванпосты, там что-то там, корабль. Вот. Это безымянные типы. Астродинамика. У Сары очень сильное такое рубеж Акила Каен. 2.2. Да. Вот. Корабль.
I'll see you out there. In the meantime, fly safe.
Okay. Hello.
You want to stop here for a drink? I can assure you there are much nicer and safer establishments in Midtown or the core.
I'm busy. Leave me alone. More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the thumb of the UC, or taking their first steps to being independent. City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls, and at this rate, they'll need to expand again soon. More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the... City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls. You surprised or disappointed? It's my name on the outside, isn't it? Been here too damn long to let someone else come in and muck it up. Hell, even finding decent help isn't worth the trouble half the time. Ethan's got half a brain in his head, seems like, so maybe he'll work out. No refunds. You don't like it, don't order it again.
you need something to ease the pain, I can set you up.
Shit work, shit pay. Something.
Ну и что такое?
Locals can be especially colorful here. Want a drink?
Passing up real people for UC transport.
Yeah, something I got back when I was an irresponsible kid. There's a lot of things I'd probably do differently if I had a second chance. But hey, that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Here's what we got.
Что у него здесь? А, понятно.
Sure. It's not a life of luxury, but I'm getting by, you know?
I'm not asking for handouts. But if you got some extra credits... Oh. Hey.
Go easy on Coma, okay? Everyone mocks him because he's usually spaced out. But I think deep inside, he's in a lot of pain. Kind of. He crashes at my place. But man, he could stay too long. I kind of want to tell him enough is enough. But I don't need that drama in my life right now. Great, I guess. Coma's riding high. As in on drugs. I was trying to put it politely. I mean, I get it. We're in the slums. It's not the first time I've seen that. But with him, it's pretty much every minute he isn't working in the fields. His whole life is just work. Get high and sleep. Tried it already. He won't talk about it. In fact, it just makes him hit the stuff that much harder. The best I can hope for now is that he'll find some way to pull himself out of it. Guess that's just life in the slums. You either survive it or you don't. Hope you have a good day.
You look like... Times are tight, you know? Gotta do what you gotta do. Power was flickering the other day. Ended up being a couple of leeches, I guess. It's a lucky break. Not like I could have paid someone to fix it.
I'm one of those who
Right.
to feel good about money.
There you are. Oh my God. What's going on? You... I can't believe it.
Бред какой-то. Абсолютно неосмысленный диалог. Не, ну понятное дело, что наркоман там и все такое прочее.
It's the simple things that bring joy. Credits can't really buy you happiness. Hard work and honest living, that's the way to go.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on the marvelous attractions of Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
I can read the sign.
Of course you can, but can you believe your senses? Creatures great and small from the furthest reaches of the settled systems.
Here, in the stretch?
Yes, right here, right now. Things you would never see in a million years for just a small price of admission.
Huh. Well, it's not that much.
Come right in.
I'm surprised there's a place like this in Akita.
You can travel the whole of the settled systems, and you won't find an attraction to rival my alien extravaganza. Welcome, welcome! Let me ask you a simple question, friend. Are you prepared to see something so wondrous and strange that you're sure never to forget it? I'm offering you the chance to see something truly exotic and unique. Now, a small remittance is involved, yes, but if you allow me to explain, I think you'll agree it's a price that's more than fair. With pleasure. We got animals from the deepest, darkest corners of the settled systems. What you'll see will delight and amaze. Just a modest fee, and you can feast your eyes. I envy you, truly, for this opportunity. Absolutely. There's a reason folks around here call me Honest Earl.
Both Arboron and Tayo are owned by Ryujin.
Давайте попробуем.
Step right through this door and take as long as you like perusing the menagerie. Oh, and please don't attempt to feed the creatures. In fact, it's best if you don't touch them either.
It'll be nice to see some animals in person.
Кек, плюшевые динозавры какие-то. Просто ради контента смотрим. Понятное дело, что здесь ничего интересного не будет, прям такого. А 10 кредитов это ни о чем. А, вот, смотрите, тут еще живые есть. О, ля. Я даже не сразу заметил, что это. Ля, какая хрень. Здоровая. Ух ты, ля. Ящерица. Опа. Кекес. Ля. Тю-тю-тю-тю-тю. Ля, он просто... Ну, такое, конечно, недопустимо в играх, если честно. Но такие вещи... Тем более, вы же делаете это как аттракцион, то есть как элемент... Элемент какой-то, да, вот, игры. И вот такие вот вещи, я считаю, непростительно, чтобы тело животного проходило вот так вот. Вы приходите как в музей, да? Ну, такую сцену, если вы делаете, нужно допиливать, чтобы это работало. По-настоящему работало. Ну да. Ля, какой маленький. Ух, сиськи. А это еще что? О, бля, еще одна ящерица какая-то. Ля, у него на голове какая-то хрень.
Admission is kind of cheap. It's probably worth a laugh at least.
Who knows what mysteries lie inside the dialectically famous alien extravaganza? In Enterprise, tell your friends about us. Well, heck, tell total strangers. Everyone should see.
Kind of worried the council is going to give away too much in negotiating with the FC.
Are you kidding?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I get a digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What? Why not?
I sell books. Physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait,
Вы видели?
can't we...
We're done here.
Да, прям в окно, прям видали. На реактивной тяге. Руководство стрелка. Постоянная перезарядка. Извлечение оружия Лореда происходит еще быстрее. Понятно. Прикольно.
Great customer service, just super.
So many books to read and so little time.
Да, это точно.
If you want to purchase anything, just let me know. Or if you have any rare finds.
Oh man, I'm running late for the meeting. What time is it?
I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it. Who doesn't? Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. Oh, Moby Dick! I had 2 copies. I foolishly sold both. I'm happy to have it returned to my collection. Thank you.
Ох, кстати, да, чуваки. Да, у меня Моби Дик был. Да, точно. 2000 кредитов, прикиньте, за книжку. Охренеть.
Oh, I'm afraid there's nothing. Happily.
Чисто случайно оказалось у меня в руках. Я просто увидел в какой-то момент, что она стоит, там, блин, не знаю, там 400, что ли, по-моему, кредитов. Я такой, типа, возьму. Вот. Таскаю до сих пор с собой. Ну, окупилось.
I mean, don't go using them as target practice, and they're good to go. You got some good news, I hope? Well, that's that then. So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard tower across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does. Oh goodness, I really am bad at communicating sometimes. I have that part well in hand. The, guard standing outside there, he's not gonna let me in. I need you to distract him.
Hacking the system isn't how we should be distracting that guard, but I'll follow your lead.
I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, as soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
Так, куда там наверх?
Amira Wolf at the Low House could really use someone helpful like you. After the job you did with the bank, should be easy.
Ну, здесь симпатично, кстати, смотрите. Довольно-таки неплохо.
Evening, sir. What brings you to the wall? Boredom? Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot. And I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith? Yeah, I hope so. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Блять.
I'm starting to think you're trying to get away with something. Sorry, it's my shift and I'm posted here. I can't just leave it for no reason. The view from the top is especially good at setting the mood. Good luck.
Давай, пока. Где оно?
That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. Hope you're none too worse for wear. This is bending the rules, not breaking laws, and it'll all work out in the end. You'll see. Once enough data has been collected, I'll have the proof I need to convince them, especially Davis, that my technology is useful. If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary findings.
Так, сейчас отойду на секундочку. Так, ладно, это был коротенький такой стримчанский, надо отвлечься, почилить. Вот. Даже до 1,5 часов не додержался. Ну ладно. Скоро увидимся, тем не менее.